Okay, today I want to speak about something special because I want to talk about, like, I really believe that when you are the boss of your own life, you are the boss of your own thoughts, like literally your own mind. That's why you are the boss of your own life. And so literally the CEO of your own life. So I want to talk about this, telling my story in this. So when I was younger, like really young, I was really insecure. And that was because I was always looking on the outside of how to receive love. Like literally, it needed to come from my parents, it needed to come from my sisters, it needed to come from the people at school. I wanted to be liked and seen so much that I was always looking outside of myself, and the thoughts were always pointed outside of myself, instead of looking inwards. And the funny thing is also, with if something would happen, I would always blame others. I would always blame my parents. I would always blame my friends. But you know, when you are blaming someone else, you're actually pointing back at you. Because when you look at it like this, when you point at someone, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. And that's what literally everything is about. So your thoughts, everything, it starts from you. And I noticed this when I'm 32 now. And I started to notice this when I got out of my toxic relationship. That was the first time I started to see that I don't control my own thoughts. Like literally other people were controlling my thoughts, were controlling my life. Literally, like, before I got out of that relationship, I was always thinking, okay, am I good enough for him? Does he like this? Is this okay for him? Is this okay for my mom? Am I doing the best job for my dad? Like, do you hear that? Do you hear me saying all those things? It's like the only thing I was doing was thinking about other people. And I was not thinking about me. I was thinking what they thought of me, but I was not thinking about me, what I thought of it, what I wanted from it. And the moment I got dumped, what was the hardest thing of my life was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because that's when I started to think for me. I wrote down all the things that I thought. I got like call it a download in my brain, being like, no, let's rewind back. So I got dumped and I was so angry. I was so angry that I don't have any emotions left in me. And what happened is that I got quiet. I got quiet and there was no noise. There was nothing on the outside. There was no one telling me this. There was no one telling me that. No, it was quiet. So I could listen. I could listen to my own thoughts. And my intuition was telling me, wait, what was really good in this relationship? And I was like, wait, what was really good in this relationship? So I started to write it down. I started writing down what I thought was good in this relationship. But I ended up writing down where I went over my own boundaries. Where I wasn't me anymore. And I wrote down, I kid you not, 5 pages. Back and forth. 5. What was not good in the relationship. Where I went, that I didn't even listen to myself. That I went over my boundaries. And why I'm telling you this is because I started to look from it as in a different perspective. And what happened was, instead of me feeling sorry for myself, I started to say, I never, ever, ever am gonna let anybody control me the way I was controlled in that relationship. Or being like pushed over my boundaries. And I'm not a victim because it's who I was. I was insecure. I was looking on the outside like, oh my God, does he love me? I am so in love with him. Does he love me? I am so happy with him. Is he happy with me? That's the only thing that I was thinking. So, of course, I was not thinking about myself and who I was in that relationship. And after that, my whole life changed. And I started to go really inwards. And really go inwards in my mind. In my subconscious mind. Because that's where it all started. And the more deeper I got, the more painful it became. Because now I can say, oh yeah, I wasn't the victim. And I knew that I was that on the inside. So of course that reflected back to me. But in the moment that I realized that was not fun. That was like so painful. That was like the most painful thing, the most messiest thing, the most messy spirit that I've been through. But I controlled my thoughts. I decided what I needed to focus on. And I was focusing on me. And things started to happen because I was focusing on me. And that's where I want to talk about next, is about the framework that I use for that. The framework is my framework. It's the 3 steps. It's creating from the inside. It's really looking inwards and seeing it from the inside. It's embodying that version that you are, that you want to be, that you want to become. And it's owning your life. It's literally owning who you are. Instead of listening to others who are telling you what to be. If you don't control your own subconscious mind, someone else will control it for you. Someone else will live it for you. If you don't listen to your own subconscious mind, someone else will do it for you. And that's what I noticed. And that's what helped me to get where I am today. And that's how I know that I am here to change the world, because this is so important. This is like, nobody lives your life the way that you can. Like, everybody has his own reality. Everybody has a different reality. Like, the way I am to my sister is different than the way I am to my mother. The way my mother is to me is different than the way that my father sees my mom. So everybody looks at you differently. Everybody sees different sides of you. And you see all the sides. And you get to decide which one you want to be. You get to decide who you want to be. You get to decide, I get to decide which way I want to go. And I just want to talk about a client of mine that I was just speaking to, because of course people are going to think like, why, how, this is not possible for me. Well, a client of mine also thought that. I was just talking with her, and she can be very controlling. And what happened with her is that she got a different perspective at looking at control. And now she can use control in her advantage. And sees it as a gift, because it's her gift. And also she was saying that she could be really emotional. She could be really deep in her feelings. She could be, instead of numbing the pain, she could really feel them and go in and go deep in them. And first she was like, that makes me some kind of way, because that's how we are told that we are. That's how the program is. Like, we are programmed with all things that people are telling us to be. So that's what she thought. She thought like, oh, I'm too much. I'm too sensitive. I'm too this. I'm too that. But we talked, and now she looks at it differently. She's like, no, it's actually my gift. That's why I can read people so good. That's why I am so determined. That's why I'm so that's why I'm so positive in life also. Because you cannot have the positive without the negative. That's the same with me. I needed to go to the depth of my pain in that breakup to get out of it. It's like going into the pool and you cannot go any more down. So instead of like swimming up, you push yourself up from the bottom and you skyrocket in the sky. That's how it works. And I also didn't think I could do this. I'm still sometimes in shock, like, oh my God, am I really doing this? Am I really like being that boss of my own mind? But yeah, I am. And every day is like a new day that I'm like, oh my God, what's gonna happen today? But even a few days ago, I thought I was doing the right thing, but I was giving my power away. Because that's what you do when you don't control your own thoughts. When you're not aware of your own thoughts. When you just let other people decide for you. You give your power away. And you feel drained. And you feel that you cannot do it anymore. Because that's how I felt. I was like, oh my God, I don't have the energy for this anymore. I was constantly fighting with my ex. Because that's what happens. You give your power away. But whenever you decide to be the CEO of your life, the spiritual CEO of your life, and create from within, embody who you are, and own your life. So create from within, like, no circumstances can bother you. Like, the storm can come, but you know who you are. That's what I mean. And energetically embody who you are. Like, accept that you are this amazing person who is here to live this amazing life. And not just let other people decide what happens for you. And own it. Like, own it. Go through the depths of it. And get better out of it on the end. So, I hope this resonates with someone. And if it does, let me know. Because my story is... I heard many people talk about this story in different kinds of ways. So, it can be a toxic relationship. It can be from your mom. It can be from your dad. It can be anything. But the most important thing is that you decide what's your next step. So, if you're like, oh my God, get me out of here. Like, I want to learn this. I got you. Go to my website. Have a look at my shop. There are so many things that I can help you with. Like, I have the mastermind. A group mastermind. And we activate each other. And I have so many things that help you to activate that awareness in you. And it's only 44 euros per month. Or 444 euros for 1 year. I have different tools. I can do hypnosis on you. I can give you an EFT tapping. I can do a time technique. I can do a visualization, a meditation, like all the things. All to make sure that you live your life for you. You can choose to schedule a call with me. Or, if you're like me, and you want to go deep, we can go for a whole year like this. A whole year working together. And why I choose to have a year is because you can change in 3 months. Of course. You can change in 6 months also. But the chance that you will fall back is really easy. But when you change in a whole year, that's when the shit happens. That's when you change your life. How many times do you say to yourself, whoa, from now to where I was last year, that's different. And if you're like, oh my God, no, I never changed in those years. Do you still want to be here where you are right now next year? That's my question to you. So if you're like, oh my God, yeah, a year, let's do it. Book the call. Book the discovery call with me. We can make this happen. And I'm only taking people who are ready to do this. My girls, my babes, who want to be the baddest bosses of their own life instead of letting control everybody else. So it's 333 euros per month, or 3,333 euros for the whole year. But I don't take anyone just like that. We have a discovery call and see if this is a match. But I know that we can, this can be like the change you are searching for. This is my story. This is who I am. This is how I did it. And I am so excited for whatever is next for you. But know that you are the power and got the power. Okay. Thank you.